TWF. We come to Clear Lake to bring you professional wrestling, to bring you what we've done for 21 years. We entertain people. You can see us at facebook.com/TheTWF. We'd like to thank our local sponsor, Miss Jessica Spencer. Yeah, she helped make this possible here today. We've got bags and bags for everyone. Yep. We'll be handing those out during the match. But who's ready to see some first-class entertainment? Woo! The following contest is set for one fall. One fall! Introducing first, from the greatest trailer park in the whole valley, weighing 193 pounds, he is your television champion, CJ Dirt!
In fact, none of you people cheered for me. Makes me sick. So I'm gonna show you what a real redneck can do. Shut up, grow a mullet and come see me.
And his opponent, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 211 pounds, Stephen Beast Smith! You guys do what's up?
Oh, welcome to Clear Lake. Welcome to the shores of beautiful Clear Lake. Well, it was last week on this program that Stephen B. Smith nearly got his head kicked off by UFC Hall of Famer Stephan Bonnar. Bonnar won the match, but Beast won the respect of a UFC Hall of Famer in the process. You can see here, Beast earned Bonnar's respect for life for that performance last week. But as it stands right now, we've got one-on-one action. We've got Stephen B. Smith versus CJ Dirt one-on-one here from Clear Lake. You see the graphic? Well, Beast, after being struck in the skull last week, was not cleared for competition. The doctor said stay home. Guess what?
He got it. You got me? Come on.
Is he going to fight in Beast's place?
No, I got no mullet. I got it.
He's just kidding. But seriously, Stephen B. Smith wanted to wrestle this match in Clear Lake, had not competed in this town in many years, and now here he is to take on CJ Dirt one-on-one as part of this big car show, as part of the Slammed on the Lake car show festivities. But the problem is Beast was not cleared. The doctor said stay home, stay at your home in Sacramento, California. He said no. Here he is, trying to compete for these people. You see a beautiful shot of the lake there, a beautiful shot of the people gathered around. You picked a heck of a night to watch what we do. Reversal by CJ Dirt, grabbing that left arm. Very nice retaliation by Beast. And that's the momentum right there.
You can't take it.
And CJ Dirt needs a timeout. Like a quarterback running out of bounds in football, CJ Dirt needs to regroup big time on the outside, and Beast ain't having it. Yowza! You're gonna hear that chop from across the damn lake. Forearm shiver, and CJ's in trouble. One more time, and Beast is taking out all that frustration from last week on CJ Dirt, and now encouraging every youngster at ringside to do the same.
Your turn. Go on, Beast. Get him in.
He's saying, it's your turn, kid. It's your turn, kid.
Hit him. One time in the chest.
Nice shot.
This is how you do it, boy.
Well, later on in this hour, you will see action from Stockton, California. You will see Samoan Sap go one-on-one with Christian Black from Stockton, California, as Beast goes crashing into that pole. One more time now from an alternate angle. Beast. Oh, sickening thud as his face pounds against that pole. And also later on in this hour, you will see our television main event, Titus Alexander, one-on-one with Vinnie Massaro. That should be an excellent encounter. They've met several times in the past, but as it stands right now, CJ Dirt choking the life out of Beast. 1983 road burn, and CJ Dirt has control back. It's a beautiful day in Clear Lake. It's a beautiful day for pro wrestling. Couple of knees to the midsection, and then plants him with a DDT. Is that it? Not quite. Despite his equilibrium being off, despite the doctor telling Beast to stay home and not make this trip out here, he's doing it anyways. That's one of those bags from our sponsor. Jessica Spencer, Realtor. We're giving out pens and bags. Oh no. Yeah, real cute, CJ. Real cute.
I'm gonna get him.
Well, Beast is gonna climb back in. And a kick to the middle rope. Oh, and he spiked him. This thing could be over. Very, very long 2 count, but not quite 3. Look at this. Spiked him on his skull and very nearly got the victory. Back to live action though, and Beast refuses to stay down. He refuses to succumb to all the injuries from last week. And a kick right in the chest, right in the black heart of CJ Dirt. Reality check, and down goes CJ. Well, this crowd encouraging Beast to do what he does. That Haley's Comet Elbow, not quite. CJ's on his feet now. Oh, what a stomp delivered by Beast. There it is! Haley's Comet Elbow. But CJ Dirt rolls to the outside and avoids any possibility of a 3 count. And Beast can't believe his misfortune. There's that super stomp moments ago, followed by the spectacular Haley's Comet Elbow. Take a picture. That's a thing of beauty. But CJ Dirt rolls to the outside and avoids any possibility of losing this thing. Very smart if you ask me. Beast has to use the energy to go outside and retrieve him to try to win this thing. Both men are sucking wind. It's very, very hot out there. It's not an indoor air-conditioned arena like we're used to. This is outside. You're braving the elements. One more Haley's Comet, perhaps. Oh, CJ cut him off. Shot after shot to the injured cranium of Beast. Top rope stunner! No! And CJ Dirt gets a victory.
Here is your winner, CJ Dirt!
Wow. CJ takes advantage of an already injured and beat up Beast and gets an enormous win here in Clear Lake. Here at the Slammed on the Lake car show.
He's scared.
Our cameraman's voice sounds familiar.
I'll take it. Help me up, honey.
CJ ran out of there without even taking his TV title. Well, he's probably going to run back to Manteca. And Beast is confused. You didn't win, Beast. The doctor ordered you to stay home, and you refused to do it. A lot of heart there. Well, go get him.
It's okay.
We want to see one more?
We want to see one more. And there he goes. Well, right here is when CJ took advantage. Top rope stunner. And much to the shock of this crowd, CJ found a way to get the job done. You like live pro wrestling? Of course you do. Saturday, December 7th at the Amblers Hall in Stockton, California. The address there is 2000 Amblers Lane. Doors at 6, showtime at 7. It's $10 in advance online. You see the other prices. We love the Amblers Hall in Stockton. Then, Wreck the Halls, December 21st at the Colonial Theater in Sacramento, 3522 Stockton Boulevard. Doors at 6:30, show at 7. You've been attending those shows for years. The Colonial is our Madison Square Garden. Be there. We will do a private party. We will do a birthday party. We will bring the action to a hall in your town. Facebook.com/TheTWF to contact us. Live professional wrestling shows all over in towns like Clear Lake, in towns like Sacramento, in towns all over the place. Do you want to train to be a professional wrestler? Well, you can. Professional wrestling training is offered in Lodi, California, with Lucha Underground's Vinnie Massaro on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. You need to go if you want to live your dream and become a professional wrestler. Contact us at any social media or Total Wrestling Federation at hotmail.com for all the juicy details on living your dream of becoming a pro wrestler.
Making his TWF debut tonight, Colt Weston.
Welcome to the family.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Oh, this is the Amblers Hall. This is Stockton, California. This is one of my favorite venues. You got the bar and the food in the back, the wrestling in the front, and here comes a Samoan giant. .400 pounds, former television champion, former tag team champion, a force to be reckoned with. That, my friends, is Samoan Sap. Samoan Sap is here for battle in Stockton, and I feel very, very bad for Christian Black, who's going to stare across the ring from him.
Hey, Seth, don't we have another match coming up?
Oh yeah, brother, we got another match coming. It's gonna happen December 21st at the Colonial Theater.
December 21st, Wreck the Hall.
Yeah, brother, Wreck the Hall is the call, brother.
Wreck the Hall. December 21st.
I gotta get ready, brother. I gotta put something in the stomach.
Seth, you've already put enough burritos into that stomach. Why don't you switch to them reindeer burgers?
Well, that was yesterday. I'm gonna eat something tonight.
Cleverly inserted promo. Here comes an individual who used to have the adoration of all of us.
Weighing in at 2 cases of 40s. Give it up for Christian Black.
It was several months ago that Christian Black turned his back on his best friends. He turned his back on Omega, and in the process, earned the hatred of these people. Earned the hatred of anyone that comes to our live events or watches our YouTube TV show. Christian Black made it all about himself and not about the cause several months ago. And he won't even acknowledge the people anymore. Yeah, sounds about right.
When you're done, are you done? You done messing with these idiots? No, this is Stockton, not Samoa, dumbass. Hold on. I started it out the wrong way. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have a problem with you, Seth. Me no have no problem with you. No. My problem is with J. Paul. He's running scared. He didn't even show up here tonight. So how about we do this? I don't want to have to hurt you. I don't have to send you back to Samoa in an ambulance. If you can even get there in an ambulance. So how about tonight, we shake hands, go to the back. We don't do this. These people don't deserve it. Shut up! Shut your mouth. These people don't deserve to see me and you fight each other. I don't have smoke with you. So, how about tonight we just shake hands, we go in the back, we'll have a beer, we'll talk, we'll conversate. Yeah, me and you. Talk. Yeah, me and you. Yeah, so go ahead, we're not wrestling tonight, here.
Are you kidding me? You're trying not to wrestle tonight, Christian Black? And that, my friends, is a... Oh, he stumped on his finger. That, my friends, is a 400-pound resounding no. We are going to have this match as much as Christian Black tried to get out of it, we are going to have this match for you here this evening. Oh, went to smush him in the corner. Christian Black puts the elbow on the point of the jaw. Big time right to the face. What?
That's a disqualification with the low blow. Winner, Samoan down.
Referee Paul Weston has disqualified Christian Black. Winner by disqualification, Samoan South.
Are you kidding me? Christian Black low blows him about 30 seconds into this thing and gets himself disqualified. That's not what these people came to see.
Wait a second. This is not why I started this company in my mom's backyard 21 years ago. This is not the presentation that we give these hard-working people, Christian Black. This is your fault. Really? We want to give these people a match they can tell their grandkids about. We want to give these people something special. They got to see me. They can tell their grandkids. They got to see you hit a guy below the belt 37 seconds into the matchup. That is not the product that I want to put out there, and you know it. Yeah. You're always trying to screw me, Jake. I'm out of here. So don't worry about it. Therefore, this match will be restarted as a three-way dance. And the third participant is J. Paul. May the first pinfall be the winner. Let's fight!
Well, Commissioner T-Money is not in the building, so the Jake has taken editorial control of this matchup, of this show, and he has just booked a three-way dance.
This isn't fair.
Christian Black tried to take the easy way out, and we were not going to give that kind of finish to these people. We're going to give them some substance. We're going to give them something good, and J. Paul has been added to this matchup, the man that Christian Black turned on several months ago. And this, my friends, first pinfall wins, three-way match. We're trying to give the people of Stockton what they paid for. Competition. And Christian's running out of here. Come on. This is your reality, Christian. You need to live in it. You got Samoan Sap on one side and a very motivated J. Paul on the other. The former commissioner who lost his job because of Christian.
I know you're mad, but it doesn't have to go down like this.
Oh, get him, J. Paul. Big time rights to the face of his former best friend, Christian Black. And now it's Samoan Sap's turn, smushes him like a bug on a windshield. Oh, here's the wild card factor of this matchup. Only one man can win. The first pinfall or submission renders the decision. It is not elimination, and this is where you have it. There's always that third man lingering. Look at this. Wow. Talk about force, velocity, and down went Christian Black. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy, right? Well, Jay Paul now in the squared circle with Samoan Sap. Samoan Sap with some 400-pound shots. There's a headbutt. There's no friends at this moment. Oh, did he mess with the referee? I couldn't quite tell from this advantage point, but it was not a 3 count. There's an uppercut by Christian Black onto Samoan Sap. Jay Paul, meanwhile, going to town. And Christian takes advantage. Oh, unceremoniously dumped to the outside. And now Christian has found a way to take control, putting a size 12 across Sap's throat. Well, coming up next is our TV main event. It will be a barn burner, a showstopper. Look at this. Alternate angle of that very awkward fall over the top rope by Jay Paul. Coming up next will be Vinnie Massaro from Lucha Underground versus Titus Alexander. One of the brightest young stars of the wrestling scene. That will be quite the matchup coming up next. But as it stands right now, good God, what a clothesline. Down goes Christian. And Samoan Sap breaks up any possibility of a 3 count. There's that third man in there. These matches can be very, very, very hard to get that victory. Yeah, you're not going to Irish whip a 400-pound man on the first try, or the second. And what a clothesline! Ever the opportunist, Christian Black delivers an amazing clothesline. And Christian barking directions saying, let's work together, Sap. I don't know if that's going to happen. And puts 2 thumbs right in the eyes, right in the retina, right in the eyeballs. Neutralizes Samoan Sap. Again. And Christian showing that mean streak. He's a former TWF champion. He's held every title you can think of around here. But Sap's 400 pounds. Gravity don't go that way. And you never, under any circumstance, never headbutt a Samoan. Then he'll do it back. Very close. Not quite 3 there by Samoan Sap. Look at this. That, my friends, is a clothesline. One of the best in the biz. And all 3 men have seen their share of punishment thus far. That's a headbutt by Samoan Sap. Jay Paul hanging on for dear life on the other side of the ring. One more. And there's one more for good measure. And once again, there's that third guy lingering. You gotta have eyes in the back of your head in this 3-way environment.
Shut up!
Now, Christian Black concentrated on his opponents as much as he does yelling at the referee. Maybe he would have won this match already. I don't know. But I do know he's got his hands in the gullet of Samoan Sap right now. He might be 400 pounds. He might be enormous. He might be powerful, but Christian Black has beaten big men before. And there's Jay Paul. There's that third guy. That always happens. It's so hard to sustain any offense in this type of match. And he's getting some revenge right there. Oh. Is that 37 or 38 pokes to the eye? Oh! And Christian Black just kicked himself a 63-yard field goal. Split the uprights. Right in the twig and berries. Good God. There's Ethan, our other cameraman, doing a great job there. And Christian Black despite trying to end this thing early, has definitely held his own among two much bigger, stronger opponents. And there's a clothesline from a big, big man. And Samoan Sap seems to have the most energy of all three. Jay Paul's on rubber legs. A couple of shots delivered by the 400-pounder. He's the nephew of Jesse Sapolu, former 49er. And that's a guy that knows how to utilize his strength to its fullest. Everybody's down. Wow. I think the ring moved about 8 inches to the left on that one. Samoan Sap smushes both of his opponents at the same time. Headbutt, and down goes Jay Paul. He's had some time away from the squared circle, and Samoan Sap taking advantage of that. Got thrown into this matchup. Impromptu circumstances after Christian Black tried to end it in 30 seconds with a low blow DQ, and now it might be time for karma to bite Christian Black right in the ass. I think Sap wants to smush him too. Samoan Sap, it's a 2-for-1 sale. It's buy one, get one free here in Stockton. Bonsai drop! What the hell?
Here is your winner, Christian Black.
Oh, Christian Black was on top technically after both men got smushed to high heaven by Samoan Sap. Technically, Christian Black's arm was across the body of Jay Paul, and Christian Black wins this? My God! Talk about a technicality. Talk about getting lucky. That's what happened just now. And these people are stunned. Samoan Sap is stunned. Oh, look at the force on the bonsai drop. Wow, 400 pounds. But technically, the arm of Christian was across Jay Paul. And Christian Black got the cheapest of cheap wins here in Stockton. Yeah, you won. That guy should go to the nearest liquor store and buy about 20 lottery tickets because it's his lucky day. Christian Black lucked his way into a big, big win here in Stockton here this evening at the Amblers Hall, and Jay Paul still trying to soak in what the hell just happened. These men were the best of friends. These men were closer than brothers until a few months back. Yeah, I can cut the sarcasm with a knife, Christian Black. I think Jay Paul's got something to say.
Christian Black. You think you're Omega? Little do you know, I've been Omega. I will always be Omega. I will die Omega. December 7th. You, me. Some we haven't had TWF in a while.
What, a victory by you?
I got gloves, and I'm pretty sure you got gloves.
What's he talking about? So, this will be a boxing match. You versus me, and the winner picks the stipulations for a match to be determined. First of all, shut your mouth, you never speak for me. You, last time I saw you, you got beat and lost commissionership. I just beat you now. I won, right? You won. Raise my hand. I won. I beat somebody. I'm not sure who. I think it was you, because I smell like disappointment. Had to be you. But you want me, December 7th. Do you need that long to train? I'll tell you what. I'm giving you time to train. I'll tell you what. I'm a benevolent man. I'm a giving person. These people are too stupid for me to give them anything. What? Shut up, because I'm about to make you happy. December 7th, right here in this building, you want a boxing match.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You're on. You think I finished you? You think you got hurt before? Just wait.
Now you're stepping in my world.
I got hands, son, and you're about to catch them.
Now you're in my world.
Hit my music.
Well, you heard it here first. Boxing match, December 7th. Christian Black versus Jay Paul here at the Amblers Hall. Talk about a unique situation that's come to throwing hands the old-fashioned style.
TWF Championship.
Well, in 2 weeks, you will see a TV title epic match. 2 out of 3 falls, CJ Dirt versus Extreme Phantom. You've got to watch then, and look out for it.
When I landed in jail, belonging to a union saved me 20% at All Pro Bail Bonds.
When my buddy called me to bail him out, I went to All Pro Bail Bonds. They give the military a 20% discount.
I needed my husband home with us, but I didn't have the money to get him out. That's why I went to All Pro Bail Bonds, because they let me make payments.
You never know when you'll need a pro. Call All Pro Bail Bonds, 888-845-BAIL, offering affordable payment plans plus military and union discounts.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/TheTWF. It's the way to find out what's going on here in TWF. Live events all over the place. Keep track. YouTube. Also, 2535 Fair Oaks Boulevard is our favorite sandwiches in all of Sacramento. It's the Beach Hut Deli, 916-971 Deli, for the best sandwiches in all of the 916 and all our friends at Beach Hut Deli. It's the Slam of the Week, brought to you by Max Muscle of the Greater Central Valley. It was the Slam of the Week. It was Matt Fury's victory in the Bloodsport match over Big MF, brought to you by Max Muscle of the Greater Central Valley.
¿Alguien ha sido arrestado? Llame sin compromiso. Nosotros le ayudaremos. Ofrecemos pagos de acuerdo a su presupuesto. No se preocupe más. Nuestros agentes son amables y profesionales. Llame a un experto. Llame a All Pro Bail Bonds.
Instagram. It's the new phase. It's the new thing. Everyone does Instagram. Our handle on Instagram is Total Wrestling Fed. So like us on Instagram, follow what we do. Fun times. The Home Brokerage is a good sponsor of TWF and our friend John Sump. If you need real estate help in the Lodi-Stockton area, 209-625-9648 for John Sump, putting your home first.
Well, let's move this right along.
It is time for the TV main event. It is time for two men that blow the roof off of every single venue that they compete against each other in. It is time for a contrast of styles. It is time. What an amazing young talent that guy is. If you were to poll many of the people on the wrestling scene here in Northern California, who is destined for greatness, who has all the tools necessary to achieve greatness in the future, it's that guy right there. He's a sure thing. But his opponent tonight, last week, Vinnie Massaro tried to go after Beast, and Stephen Bonner had other ideas. Vinnie Massaro tried a cheap shot on a UFC Hall of Famer and got punched for his troubles. And Stephen Bonner was not having Vinnie Massaro's cheap shots. And Beast earned the respect of Stephen Bonner, much to the chagrin of Vinnie Massaro. He is a former TWF champion. He has been around for over 2 decades. He has wrestled in Mexico. He has competed in Japan. He is a man that has mowed down everyone in his way in this company for several years. He is Vinnie Massaro. Maybe the most hated man on the roster, Vinnie Massaro, could care less about any of you, but he commands respect everywhere he goes. The second he steps in the locker room, he gets that respect for what he's done, where he's been, who he is. National television star on Lucha Underground for all 4 seasons. And now here he is, staring across the ring from a young, exciting star. In all the time in TWF, in all the time that Vinnie Massaro has competed for this company, he has lost to very, very, very few individuals. However, one of those people he's lost to is Titus. And Titus beat him at the Colonial Theater about a year ago, wants to make it twice. What a shot to the head. Start this thing off hot. Oh, leaps off for that cutter. Vinnie knows that it's coming. Titus has got a height advantage. Very nice. Hurricane Rana sends him over. Drop kick on the money by Titus. Vinnie Massaro lost to Titus at the Colonial Theater about a year ago. They had a rematch and Vinnie destroyed him. Slingshot crossbody, nicely done. This could be the rubber match, if you will. The third encounter between these guys in TWF. There it is from an alternate angle. Equally as impressive is the athletic ability of Titus Alexander. Vinnie Massaro sucking some wind on the outside. Probably did not think that Titus would go after him so fast and so furious at the beginning of this thing. But Titus, terrific game plan. Well, the shoulder comes up. Took too long for that pinfall to materialize, but Titus needs to keep on it with a spectacular offense. Big time right. You can see he's got a height advantage. I'd say Vinnie's stronger and definitely more experienced. Hits that elbow. And one more time, and Titus is dominating the 20-year veteran here and now. There's a reversal. Oh, he caught him. Waist lock. Trying to get out of it. Wow. And when the smoke clears, he folds him up with a German suplex. Wow. Vinnie Massaro just needed a small opening and took advantage. Started that off by softening him up with a headbutt to the spine and finished it by folding him up like an accordion with a German suplex, and Vinnie Massaro has turned the tide completely in this main event television matchup. Both men to a vertical base now, but Titus is reeling. Oh, there's a reversal. Vinnie able to land on his feet. Oh, bicycle kick. Double stomp, and Titus, learning from his mistakes in their last matchup, has definitely controlled 99% of this thing thus far. Oh, what a shot by Vinnie. Titus took too long for that would-be dive, and Vinnie knew what was coming. Powerbomb on the apron, and Vinnie Massaro is laying it on thick. Vinnie Massaro knows a million ways to beat you. Well, there's where it started. Stopped all momentum. And there is that absolutely vicious powerbomb on the apron delivered by Vinnie Massaro. European uppercut. Keep your distance, cameraman. Vinnie's not in a good mood. And one more shot. Both men on the outside now. Titus trying to get some distance and get some air back in those lungs, trying to recover a little bit. Vinnie's not having it. Oh, one more spine-curdling European uppercut. Oh, goodness. And you gotta admire the heart and the guts of Titus. He is working with a guy. He is in the ring with a guy. He is competing. He is competing with an individual that has about 18 or 19 more years experience in the squared circle than him. About 2 decades more, and he is holding his own. And Vinnie Massaro, there was a time when he was the champion of this company. He was the most loved man on the roster. It's like a switch flipped in his head when he lost the championship a few years back. Oh, and bounces the body, bounces the anatomy of Titus off that cart. Oh.
It's okay, I didn't do anything. It was all hair.
And Titus crashing into the wall on the far side of the Ambler's Hall. Back to live action now, and Titus has got to do something. Is that Dr. Pepper to the face?
Back up, everyone. Back up.
I hope it's diet.
Back up, everyone.
Good God.
Dr. Pepper stinks anyway.
And Vinnie Massaro is taking all that frustration after being humiliated last week by Stephan Bonner on this very show. Vinnie Massaro is absolutely livid. He is absolutely pissed off that the UFC Hall of Famer showed him up like that, and he is taking every ounce of that out on Titus Alexander right now. Well, back inside the ring where he can beat him. It's not falls count anywhere, even though they just brawled all over this building. Well, there's a pin. Only 2. Well, despite the beatdown that he took on the outside, Titus is not about to wave that white flag. He is not about to give up hope. Vinnie Massaro could squeeze on him all he wants. Titus is going to do whatever he can to come back here. This crowd trying to will him back into this thing. There you go. Oh, he caught him. And just when you think Titus is coming back, Vinnie catches him, pops those hips, and sends him down. Beautifully done by the former TWF champion. And the echoes, the boos. Well, Vinnie able to thwart, able to stop any comeback in its tracks before it can happen. He knows the potential of Titus Alexander. He knows what he's capable of, and he's keeping him down. Suplex, perhaps. Small package. Oh, hit that inside cradle. Very long 2 count. Oh, one more with the schoolboy. Another long 2 count. Sunset flip. Oh, very nearly got 3. There's the cutter. Rolls through with the cutter. Was that 3? Oh, only 2. Somersaults for momentum and hits the cutter. Hits the ace crusher. 2 9/10, but not quite 3 for Titus. Damn it! He was so close. And now Titus thinking top rope. Thinking polish him off. Thinking get that victory. Oh, rolls through. Oh, snoring elbow.
1, 2, 3.
And despite the valiant effort,
Here is your winner, Vinnie Massaro.
despite the monumental, valiant effort by Titus Alexander, Vinnie Massaro gets himself a main event victory here on television here this evening. What a match, what a win for that guy. Look at this. Sunset flip. Titus was 1 step ahead. Look at this. Rolls through with the cutter. Absolutely gorgeous move. So close. 2 9/10. 2 99/100. Damn close, but not quite the end. So Titus says it's time to finish him off. We'll hear from the alternate angle here. The cutter one more time. Beautiful. And how much did these people want to see him win? How close was he? Then went to the top, was thinking double stomp, was thinking finish him off. Vinnie avoids the contact. And the snoring elbow, 1, 2, 3. Well, talk about hanging with the big boys. Talk about hanging in a main event environment. What a performance by that individual right there. Bright days are yet to come. My hat is off to Titus Alexander.